Kaspa is one of the best buys in the market right now, in my opinion. In fact, I think it is the best buy. Right now, the chart is looking amazing, right? This coin, of course, has been bullish this entire year. It has a lot of things going for it right now. As you guys know, Kaspa checks all of the boxes when it comes to a good cryptocurrency, right? It has the technology, it has the hype, and it has the tokenomics to back it up. Kaspa had a fair launch, which means it had no pre-mine, no ICO. This means that Kaspa is much more protected from insider dumps than a lot of your other cryptos out there, which is a very, very good thing in this market. And more importantly, Kaspa has one of the best communities in crypto out there, right? Its wallets are increasing, as well as its Twitter followers. And I believe that Kaspa has about 2 to 3 more months of accumulation until it absolutely takes off. It's currently still not on any tier 1 exchanges yet, although there has been rumors of a Kraken and Coinbase listing in the near future. And when Kaspa does eventually get listed, I believe that it will almost 2 to 3x immediately. So there's already that kind of factor that is in the horizon that a lot of other coins don't have. So let's take a look at the chart, right? The Kaspa chart is absolutely insane. As you can see, it is staircasing up as we speak. And the past year, basically, it's been creating higher highs and higher lows, right? That is exactly what you want to see. Basically, and since the inception of this coin, it has been staircasing up all the way up and up and up. And in the past year, right, starting in January, it's creating these new highs, right? First at 14 cents, then at 18 cents, and now most recently at 21 cents. And right now it is a time of consolidation. We are in this red zone right here at about 16 cents, and I believe it is a really, really good accumulation zone. Let's actually take a look at the technical analysis for Kaspa. So just breaking it down into very simple terms, right? We have resistance at the very top here. We have mid-level support, and we have strong support all the way down here at about 9 to 10 cents. So mid-level support is where I'm going to target for my next Kaspa entry if we do indeed dip back down. We did hit this mid-level support in August when we had that massive flash crash, dipped all the way down to about 12, 13 cents, right? That was a very, very good entry for a lot of people. We hadn't seen those prices basically in like 3 months. So that was a very good entry. I picked up another kind of stash of Kaspa back then. And right now we are sitting at 16 cents. So there's 2 levels I'm looking at for the next entry of Kaspa. One is going to be this green 200 EMA line. 200 EMA has historically held very well for Kaspa, but as you can see, there has been times where we dip below it. So if Bitcoin in September does another little mini crash, which it very well might, right? The support in Bitcoin right now is a little bit weak, I'm not going to lie. And September historically has been the worst month for Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin drops maybe back down to those low 50Ks, then we can definitely see Kaspa hit this green 200 EMA, which is sitting currently at about 15 cents. I think that is totally likely. And if Bitcoin drops a little bit further, right, let's say low 50Ks, maybe even high 40Ks, then this mid-level support is definitely an area to look at, right? I'm looking at this 12 cent to 13 cent range. I think that is completely likely. And if Kaspa does drop back down to mid-level support or even strong support, right? Strong support, I'm completely loading my bags. Mid-level support, I'm definitely dropping a lot too. And I have a pretty good Kaspa bag myself. So if none of this happens, if Kaspa decides to just consolidate in this channel, in this 16 cent channel for a while and then break resistance, then I'm totally fine with that because my bags are already basically fully packed. So if Kaspa decides to go on another tear, then have at it. But for those of you wanting to maybe enter into Kaspa for the first time, or even if you want to continue adding to your bags, then I think now is a decent entry, right? I don't think this is the worst entry out there because we are, we're still pretty far from this 21 cent all-time high. So if you don't have any Kaspa right now could be a good entry in my opinion. But I do think that September being the worst month for Bitcoin, we could definitely see these lower levels maybe in the 14 cent, 13 cent range sometime in the next couple of weeks. So we covered the charts and let's just jump right into the price prediction, right? This is what you guys want to see. So my Kaspa price prediction for 2025. I think this bearish case, right, 60 cents to $1 is definitely very possible. Let's say we get basically a very, very bad bull run, right? Let's say we get a bull run that's 1/5 of what we expected, right? I think Kaspa can still hit 50 cents, 60 cents in that bull run. And that's very, very bearish. I think most likely $1 to 250, right? Anywhere in that range, I think, is most likely where we're going to land in the peak of the bull run. And in the super cycle, this is completely too bullish, in my opinion. But you never know, right? This is like a 1% chance. This is a 70 to 80% chance, and this is a 20 to 30% chance. That's just my opinion. As you guys know, Kaspa is correlated to Bitcoin, right? This is the price of Kaspa in its inception, and this is the price of Bitcoin in its inception, right? These two coins are performing, they're almost mirroring each other in terms of history, right? Like Kaspa right now is basically what Bitcoin was doing in the early days of Bitcoin. And that's why we need to talk about Bitcoin, right? What is happening to Bitcoin and what is going to continue to happen to Bitcoin in the near term and in the long term. So I mentioned September being the worst month for Bitcoin. As you can see, this is the historical chart from 2013 to 2024. September has the most amount of red days, right? So you see, basically, we only had 3 green days for Bitcoin. 2023, being basically the start of the bull market, that makes sense. What is this time going to hold for Bitcoin? If we go back 4 years to 2020, you can see Bitcoin did a -7% in September. What is Bitcoin going to do in September? That is the question. The one kind of shining star to all of this is August, we had a massive Bitcoin crash, right? Some people might argue that August was the September crash. Bitcoin does not make sense. Crypto does not make sense sometimes. So anything can happen, but expect September to most likely be red, which means that a lot of your other altcoins, right, like Kaspa, are most likely going to be in the red. But I'm here to tell you that you should not worry at all. Bitcoin right now is a very, very good buy. It's still very cheap, and it's in this accumulation zone. As you can see, it's in the green. This green right here means that it is a massive buy, right? It is almost even in the fire sale category. That is kind of crazy. But Bitcoin is right now doing very, very well, right? If you just take a look at where Bitcoin is compared to its history, right? This is basically where Bitcoin is. It is at this basically interception between consolidation and bull run hysteria, right? And I think the one thing that's going to push Bitcoin above that is going to be the elections, right? So the November elections, that is when Bitcoin is going to see that massive rise. Historically, after the elections, Bitcoin has done very, very well. So I really expect this time to not be too much different. Altcoins in general are going to have a massive breakout right after the elections, or whenever Bitcoin hits that peak and Bitcoin dominance drops, right? That is when altcoins are going to have their massive rally. Looking at it right now, right, you can see that altcoins still basically have a 6x price potential to its projected $4 trillion market cap total. So altcoins are not doing too bad right now. And I believe Kaspa is at the top of your altcoin buy list, or it should be at the top of your altcoin buy list. If you don't have any Kaspa right now, I would highly consider it. That's gonna be it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments below what other videos you want to see me make, right? What other coins you want to see me cover. I'm going to be making weekly content, right? Maybe 2, 3, 4 uploads a week now. As you guys know, I recently moved cities and I switched jobs as well, which is why I haven't uploaded in a while, but I'm back at it, guys. Consistency is key with everything in life, so back at it, and I'll see you guys next time.